All right, so another time with Tony. It's been a while since we've done one of these, and it's actually been a while since I saw Tony because so many things have been going on, and we're going to talk about that. But first, I want to say thank you to the folks that are just giving us some feedback. Folks we know, folks we don't know. It's kind of interesting. What you intended to do with these videos is kind of happening. So much that even your wife heard about this because she refuses to look at them.
Yeah, it's too early.
Yeah,
too much.
Yeah. So we appreciate if you have a card for Tony. Again, we put the PO box in the notes, and he would love to hear from you, I'm sure. But all right, so I guess I'm going to shut up and let you catch us up.
I would say this episode is the good, bad, and the ugly.
Okay.
Oh my God, it's been a trip. First of all, went and got my flu shot and my COVID shot, both at the same time. Oh, that week didn't go too well.
Okay.
Didn't go too well. Then I had chemo on Thursday. So it was like, it was a pretty rough week, pretty much time, just hanging out, not feeling too good. But got to get your vaccines.
Yeah.
Not saying anything about that. You got to get your vaccines.
It's not political.
No, we got to get them.
That's right.
Got to get them. So that was the first bad. The good was that it was the next week was my off week of chemo. And I said to Gigi, let's go down to Deep Creek just for the weekend. Let's go get, lakeside house, just hang out, look at the water, and just relax. Yeah, that turned into driving to the Jersey Shore, went to Cape May, had an oceanfront room right on the ocean. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. So listening to the ocean at night, keeping the door open. Mm-hmm. They still had the beach umbrellas and chairs laid at the ocean. They have all these little nice shops and all these cute restaurants and all that. So we actually spent the weekend in Cape May. Just her and I just hanging out, taking a walk, resting, getting pictures, walking on the beach a little bit. I can't do a lot, mm-hmm. But just for me to be on the beach is everything to me. And, we've talked before where when this first happened, the first thing I said is I got to get to the beach. Mm-hmm. Before I die, I got to get to the beach. I'm happy to say I've been to the beach, the ocean 4 times since diagnosis. So yeah. That's one of the things that really, really make me happy. And we just had a great time basically doing nothing. So that was the really good part. The other good parts is, these little babies are here almost every day. I see them. They're my life. They just bring so much joy to my heart. It's just, and I know you have a grandbaby, and mm-hmm. I know you feel the same way. Mm-hmm. But just imagine going through some tough times and having Valentina just sit on your lap and look at you.
Yeah.
And say, "Love you, Big Papa."
Yeah.
It just takes on a whole new, different feeling. And, that's one reason I'm making these. I want Charlie and I want Anthony to see me and see who I am and know how much I love them and know how much that they've meant, in my life. Mm-hmm. Again, that's, I believe, one of the big parts of the impetus of me of saying, yes, I do want to do this. Mm-hmm. I always wanted to, but you always go,
yeah, right.
But I think that was one of the biggest things because I just want them to know me and remember me for who I was. So it's pretty cool. And, that I love every day. So that's the good part. The good part is that Gina and I are trying to live every day that we can, the best we can for the circumstances that we're under. Mm-hmm. So if it's a bad day, it's a bad day. Mm-hmm. If it's a good day, let's go in the car, let's go get a coffee. Mm-hmm. Let's go get a dessert. Yeah. Let's just go take a ride, take the roof off when it was nice out of the Jeep and just take a ride. Mm-hmm. Let's go see a sunset. That's the good parts. That's the good parts. Now,
so in our little singing video that we did the other week, you talked about bucket lists, and for those if you didn't watch that, please watch. That's the one that's going to win the Academy Award, to be honest with you. But because of the singing, but it's a Grammy, I guess, for singing. But you talked about the bucket list, how it's changed, and now your bucket list is literally as many days as possible with Gina, as many days as possible with your family, your grandkids, and as many days as possible on the beach if you want.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not getting to
Europe again.
Yeah, anything like that.
Not
Yeah.
going on my river cruise, which are the things that you think about, hiking in Italy, and because it's just not there.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the person said, I said, well, when you're kicking the bucket, it's a little bit different. I mean, you're actually like tapping it. You know? It's not like it's just there. You're tapping the bucket. You're definitely tapping the bucket.
So then, in the meantime, we didn't get together for other reasons because things got a little crazy for you a little bit.
Yeah, things got a little bad. The chemo, again, the numbers were not good. The cancer markers were not good. So, real concerned about that.
And reminding everybody, because you were out of treatment modalities, basically looking for a study, but your doctors decided to put you on your first chemo because they thought they could trick it maybe.
Yeah. And again, for perspective, 50,000, 232, 5, 10, 20, so it's not good. Stuck around for 18, 20 for a couple of weeks, and they're happy about that. So, that was a little bit bad. So then recently, I had a treatment, and it went my normal way. Normal way is Friday evening, I start feeling tired, but I have a good Friday. Works well. Saturday, I'm really tired. Now, this past Saturday, I think was more alert than I've been throughout any of the treatments. Sunday, went out, had my coffee.
Yeah.
Going down to La Prima, got to have my coffee. So I was doing okay. And then Sunday or Monday, I wake up and I'm still tired. I'm just sick. I'm going backwards. It's like I'm getting a headache. Everything hurts. And then on Sunday, I started to get sharp pain on my right side. Like sharp pain, not little. It was like, oh my God. So, this, I really haven't had, thank God, many complications in regard to this. I mean, we've talked about this. Nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, all these terrible things. I've done pretty well. I lost a lot of weight then, but I gained it back, So, I'm laying in bed, and by 10 o'clock, I'm curled up in a ball. And Gina comes up and says, what's going on? And I said, Gina, I have never felt this bad in this whole year. So finally call the doctor. Doctor says, you got to go to the emergency room. There's too many things. I had, the stomach pain, the right-sided pain, headaches, chills, but no fever or anything like that. So had to go to the emergency room for the first time, which brings back really bad memories, but it went well this time.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
It went well. The people were very nice, and everything went well. So, you have to go through the whole things again, the CT scans and, all of that. So they thought they saw colitis, which is like an infection in the bowel on the right side, but there was no, or on the left side, I'm sorry, but there's no pain or anything there. So, they treated it very aggressively with antibiotics and all that because of the other things that could occur. But we really still, after discharge and everything, still don't think I had an infection. But I'm fine with how they treated it. And then on the CT scan, unfortunately, they found 3 new tumors, distinct tumors on my liver. And again, that's on the right side. And the hypothesis behind all the pain is that it presses against the outside, like the surrounding of the liver, the sac, or however you want to call it, and it presses into there, and it causes extreme pain because there's a lot of nerve bundles. So it causes an extreme amount of pain. So then there was debate on what we're going to do about that. Then my blood numbers, not my cancer numbers, but my blood numbers, my white cells dropped drastically. my red cells, my hemoglobin, all the things that keep you going, all that dropped. So at 62 years old, that was the first time I had a blood transfusion.
Wow.
I never had a blood transfusion before. So I went from feeling okay on Saturday to feeling a little cruddy on Sunday to Monday. And you saw me, Tuesday? And I was pretty good. Mm-hmm. I was in the hospital Tuesday. Right. John stopped by. And I was okay. I told her trying to figure it out.
Pretty, kind of joking around. And Gina was passing some comments over your nose to me, saying this person, that person. Remember?
Yeah.
We were having a good time.
We were laughing. Yeah. So blood transfusions. Then it came to radiation. So it's like, wow. Hits you like a ton of bricks. It's like, and I'll explain. The radiation that I received was a 1 and out. Pain relief only. So it's very, very pinpoint, very precise dosages and all of that. And it's just for pain relief. It's not like curative or anything like that. Then people need to understand there's all kinds of different radiation. And this is just 1 and out. Try to get rid of the pain. And believe it or not, I think it's working. And it's only been...
Because you haven't taken pain medicine?
A little bit.
A little bit, but not
like... But not like I was. Not because I had to before. So, that was another shocker in this whole journey. I'm going to have radiation, But the radiation, other than the very tedious, very long, there's no pain, there's nothing like that. You're basically laying on a table, excuse me.
Sure. So it's something where you're not feeling anything.
You don't feel anything.
Because
don't even have to go under like an MRI or into a CT scan. It's open, which is always a relief to me.
Yeah.
And, shout out for that group. They were amazing. The radiation oncology group they were just, wonderful, unbelievable people. So understanding, so caring. So, it was just, for the cruddy experience you go through.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say that.
Yeah.
Like it's a really bad thing you're going through, but it went really well.
You're just happy that they're nice.
Yeah, and they treat you well, and
they see so much negativity. Right. Every patient is another negative story.
Yeah.
So the fact that they have their game on when you're in there is kind of nice.
It's just amazing.
Yeah.
So that went. The only thing that surprised me is that I went down, I think like at 3:30, and didn't get back till 8 because of all the things that needed to be done. Which, quite honestly, I don't care. It is what it is. But. And then, lastly, I'm getting a little bit of fluid buildup, which is the liver is not functioning as efficiently as it should, obviously, with tumors and all that. So eventually I'm going to have things drained, fluid drained from my abdomen. But, like we just had someone come to the door to drop something off, and they say, "You look fantastic." And I say, for what I'm going through, I feel pretty good. Yeah. I honestly don't know how to explain that. Now, there's a mental issue as well, and we haven't even touched on that.
Right.
It's, now I'm on some steroids and things like that. So the emotional roller coaster, I hear a song and I'm busting out crying.
Yeah.
I was just with Gina going over to my aunt's, and a song came on, "You Are My Everything," and all this. I'm sitting there crying, but I think that's normal.
I would, I like to think if you weren't doing that, it would not be normal. You're blocking something.
Yeah, there's something wrong if you have no emotion.
Not that I'm a therapist at all.
Are you? But we're on the couch. Right. We're on the couch. You come and talk to me.
We have some funny stories of being on a couch.
I think you're upside down too. Upside down.
No, so you're going through this mentally, and the challenge is, I know, again, when I get a call from you, I'm suspect at this point because I know, when you said you're in the hospital, I'm like, that just, we know that things aren't going well. But the good thing is when I get to see you, I feel I guess it's it's selfish for me when I get to see you. I feel better because you're sitting there, we're yucking it up, you know, about somebody who's an a-hole or something like that. So.
It's just the whole thing is crazy because, like you say, you know, I'm in the hospital. How many times did I make that call to you this year?
Yeah, right.
Once.
Yeah.
Once. So when people think I'm BSing, but I truly feel blessed.
Yeah.
That I don't feel blessed that I got this journey, and I keep talking to him and saying, why am I doing this? You know, what do you want from me? And, you know, what's the purpose? But, you know, I feel blessed that there's so many people going through so many worse things than I am. Even though I know I'm dying, there are so many people who are going through worse. Look at people who, you know, get in a car accident, and look at the kids that have stuff. I mean, I guess I have to look at it that way.
Yeah. Well, and it's just, I think it's kudos to your support system as well, who knows what you're going through and knows that, you know, you see the down days, and but not that you're faking your way through them, but you get, again, we talked about so many of these videos, you do take your day to suck your thumb, stand in the shower and cry.
Oh, yeah.
But then you pull your pants up and you just like, I got to go get a coffee.
Yeah. The only thing I wish I could do is get my desire to cook again.
Oh, okay.
You know, and people are helping and trying, but it's hard. I don't know why. It's a mental thing, and I think just like anything else, the button may click one day and I'm back in the kitchen. Yeah. But right now I'm not ready to go back in the kitchen. Maybe, I mean, we're talking about Thanksgiving already. Yeah. We're planning, you know, the meal and all that. So, you know, slowly I think I'm getting back to doing some things I love. But it's hard.
A little setback this week. But yeah, again, seeing you though makes me feel better because I see that you're going through it and you're the one that's making me laugh. So I appreciate that. You know?
And I'll tell you what, I yelled at my aunt today. My aunt is 94 years old, and you know, her and I mean, we've been our whole family has been very close. You know, all of our lives, we all lived, you know, within streets, and when you talk to her, she keeps saying, you know, why me? Why am I alive? Well, you know, why, you know, da da da. I told her today, let me tell you what, I've never asked why me.
Yeah.
In this situation, you should be thanking God every day that you're here, with the wisdom you have, with things you could share with people in this facility that you're in. I said, you're 94. Live.
Yeah.
Live. Don't worry about why you.
Yeah.
And I hope it hit her at 94. I really do.
Yeah. Well, that's what we got this week. You want to sing? I don't even. We did a really good job singing that last time.
I think we should do our own song. We should have someone write it for us.
Right. I can rap.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, we're done with that rap.
Bye.
Wrap it up. On that note.